Morning Blend with our continuing series, Today's Senior with Synergy Home Care. Well, it is a scientific fact that loneliness is bad for our health. In fact, it can be as bad as even cigarettes in some cases. And right now, loneliness is, of course, very common in older adults who are shut in and not seeing family as often as they can because of the pandemic. Our next guest is here to talk more about meeting the needs of seniors during this tough time. Ruth Buzalaki is the president and owner of Synergy Home Care. Hey, Ruth.
Hello, Molly.
How are you doing?
We're doing all right. My staff and I are rotating being in the office and being at home so we can practice our own social distancing, and families are doing well, thankfully.
Good. Well, it's lovely to see you even from a distance this morning. One of the things I was hoping you could talk about is the fact that supportive home care, and we can talk in a little bit about the different types of services that you provide, but this is considered an essential business right now.
It is, and we have recognized that where our services are more needed now more than ever. Families are themselves distancing themselves from their loved ones, and so they're asking us to come in more frequently or start services. We are recognizing that hospitals and rehab centers are discharging their patients sooner to keep open beds for those who are critically ill. And, it's another set of eyes to make sure that our seniors are doing okay and monitoring their health as well. So yes, we're in the homes more now than we thought we would be.
Yeah, and considered essential care. And you mentioned loved ones distancing themselves because they obviously have the concern about contaminating loved ones because we know how contagious this virus is. But your essential care is so key, I would think, because you meet people where they are. You go to their homes. You provide services like housekeeping, laundry, meal preparation. You do grocery shopping, transportation to medical appointments, companionship, keeping track of medication, and respite. But I also think about the social aspect of this and bringing a smile to people's faces.
Without a doubt, my caregivers, our Synergy caregivers, are the bright spot in the day of our clients now more than ever. They look forward to those visits, and we hear that often from our clients, adult children, and the clients themselves. They're very, very grateful for the help.
Do you find that hospitals and rehab facilities are actually releasing people sooner than maybe they would have before this shutdown because of the demands that are on healthcare right now?
Yes, we are in fact seeing that. The other thing that we're recognizing is individuals who were intending to move to, let's say, an assisted living or a memory care unit are postponing those moves or even being told not to move yet. And so their care is still essential and needed. And so they're calling on us sometimes even 24 hours a day to support that person until they're ready for their move.
The loved ones of older adults want to make sure that that older adult is not only cared for well, but that they're safe. And I always wonder when your workers visit someone's home, I'm sure they carry some form of ID, and probably now they're also bringing a lot of protective gear.
Correct. We've always had very stringent hand washing practices, and we've always offered gloves for personal care. In addition to that, now we've enacted a policy where our employees have to validate that they are free of symptoms prior to every shift. They have to make extra effort to wash down all surfaces, handles, switch plates, bathroom, kitchen surfaces on every shift. They're also asked to check the symptoms of their clients on every shift, and again, stay close monitoring. The other thing that we're doing is if our employee is less than 6 feet from our client at any time during their visit, we have provided at Synergy Home Care masks for our clients and also masks for the caregivers. And one more thing that we're doing, and this is just a good tip for all of us, anyone who is out and going from one building to another, whether it's home to home, whether it's grocery store back home, we're suggesting that they maybe wear a different shirt or a big, smock and change out of that shirt and shoes before you enter into a new home, just to have that extra effort to prevent any cross-contamination.
I'm sure it's so tough right now, but that people really appreciate those extra precautions. In the past, you've offered free assessments, which I'm sure it's necessary to visit people in their home. Can you do it virtually or can you do it with minimal contact?
Yes, we've been able to adapt both our caregiver interviews to make them either FaceTime or virtual, as well as the clients or potential clients' assessments. We can gather information from social workers, from hospital staff, we can gather information from the family, and do as much as we can to limit that face to face contact before we actually do provide the care.
Well, Ruth, you're always a bright spot when you visit us in studio. I miss seeing you right now, but I hope that you'll take good care. Thank you so much for the great work that you do.
Molly, can I do a shout out?
Of course.
So I just want to shout out to all of our Synergy Home Care caregivers. I am so humbled and so proud of all of the dedication that they are providing and the bright spot that they're providing. They're just doubling down, being extra safe, knowing that this not only impacts our clients, but it also impacts their own families. And I could not be prouder of the work that they're doing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ruth. We appreciate you joining us this morning. I hope to see you in person sometime soon.
Very good. Take care.
You too. Here's the information. You can call Synergy Home Care for a free home assessment, which can be completed virtually or with limited contact. Go to 414-763-8368. You can also visit them online too.